This lesson deals with inserting charts in a PowerPoint presentation. Now these charts could be charts that you've taken from Excel, in which case you would again just simply copy and paste special your chart and it would be there. You'd be able to do that with or without um, a link. Now, or you can create your charts from scratch. Now, I've got a simple, as far as layout is concerned, a simple content slide here. So I could click on the chart part, and this is what I accidentally double clicked, so I think I got two of them here. So I'm just going to hit undo and single click will do it. Here we go. Now from here you would choose which type of chart you would like. You could choose a simple chart, a line chart, pie charts, bar charts. So you would determine that. I've always liked the three-dimensional type charts, 3D charts in Excel. Now it's not giving me a simple 3D option, so I'm going to click on this 3D clustered column and I'm going to hit OK. Now what happens in this version is you get two windows now. You get one window with your data and one window with your chart. As in prior versions, they give you what I call dummy data because they want you to know where you should be typing your things. So they've given you all this phony information, right? And now you're to redo this any way you'd like. Now I'm going to give an example of, let's say you're charting just one of your children's heights, okay, or your height. Now you would put, of course, height here. And since you're only doing your own, you don't need Series 2 or Series 3. In prior versions, you would just hit delete here and they would disappear. But this doesn't work now. This little thing tells you to resize the chart data range, drag lower corner of range. So you literally have to drag out the stuff that you don't want to use. And then your chart adjusts. So now I now have a standard 3D chart. And now I can start replacing this dummy data with actual data. So here I can say this was 2008 and this was 2009 and this was 2010 and this was 2011, and now I can start putting the actual heights in here. So I can go 190, 195, 198 and 199, and as I'm typing in the numbers and hitting enter, my chart is being built for me on this side. Now when you don't want to look at the data sheet anymore, which is what this is called, you can simply close it. You don't have to save anything because it's linked to this chart. If you want to edit the data, you click on that little button right there and it comes back up for you, and it, allowing you to edit the data very quickly. Now you'll want to close this because then you have all these different chart styles to choose from and colors and layouts. So you can spend an awful lot of time just dressing up your chart this way. A lot of the charting features that we have available here are of course the same ones that we had back in Excel. So rather than revisit all of that, I'm going to keep this lesson relatively brief. You'll be able to change your chart type if you wanted to, if you realize that you didn't like that and you wanted to go with rather a line chart. A pie chart really wouldn't work well for this. A pie chart would compare one person's sales to another person's sales, or one person's production to another person's production, that kind of thing. So depending on what it is you're charting, that would determine which kind of chart you would choose. And again, colors, sizes, etc. You have an awful lot of options. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Okay, I'll let you visit those things if you want in your own time. But just to keep this lesson brief, I just wanted to keep it there. Now just a note on an existing chart that you may have in Excel. You have two choices once again. My preference is to copy and paste whatever you have. So you would come into Excel and you would copy your chart and then come back into PowerPoint, and from here you could paste, and there's your chart, or you could choose instead to paste special, which would allow you the opportunity to link. Once again, meaning that if anybody changes the numbers in the original file in Excel, this chart will adjust in this PowerPoint presentation. And there's your pasted link. So if it already exists in Excel, don't redo it. Just copy and paste it, or paste it with a link. If it doesn't exist, then you could of course create it from scratch in PowerPoint.